Hey, I'm Jamey from Stonemaier Games, and today I'm going to talk about my favorite mechanism in the cooperative tile placement game, Beacon Patrol. Beacon Patrol, as I said, is a cooperative game, which differentiates it really quite a bit from other competitive games where you're placing tiles in the middle of the table in a shared area with all other players. And the thing that I really like about it in particular is how the boats are used. Everything is relative to the boats. So every player has their own boat. When I played the other day, I usually play red, so I was the red player. In this example, we use the black player here. And on your turn, you have three tiles in your tableau, in your hand essentially, and you can place those tiles one at a time next to your boat. So your boat is acting as an exploration vehicle. So right now there are tiles orthogonally adjacent in three directions to this boat. So the only place where they could place a tile is right down here, and actually there's land down here on this tile. And so the boat must travel on water. So the boat can't travel through land. They need to travel on water passages. And so the game gives you a resource to move when you're trapped like this. They give you three little tokens. You can spend all of them during your at any time in your turn, and at the end of your turn they refresh. And each one lets you just move the boat once. So I might move this boat over here to the left, and then place one of my tiles so that I can move that boat via water onto that next tile. So whenever you place a tile adjacent to your ship, which is the only place where you can place a tile, the boat moves onto that tile. So I really like that. I like that tile placement is relative to the boat. And when you're not able to place a tile next to your boat, you can use these extra tokens to move the boat over there. And an added layer to this is that you can actually swap tiles with other players because this is a cooperative game. This is the main cooperative mechanism in the game. You can swap tiles with other players. So if I get to this lighthouse over here and I want to place a tile right below it, but I don't have one that has water on the north side of that tile, I might try to swap with another player who does have such a tile. But overall, I know it's a little thing to say that I like that movement in the game and tile placement in the game is relative to the boat, but it's a simple little thing, but it works really well. And sometimes I think the simple things in games are those that work really well. And it's simple both mechanically. Where can I place a tile? Has to go next to my boat. And also in terms of theme. I'm in a boat, so the places where I can move to place a new tile, places where I can explore next are the places next to my boat, not somewhere over yonder across the sea. So I think that is a really clever way to have this shared tile placement, but give me a spatial relationship with that tile, that shared tile area. That's just for me to interact with, and that's the boat that I'm steering around, placing tiles next to, and moving around so I can place more tiles. That's my favorite mechanism in the cooperative tile placement game, Beacon Patrol. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you can think of another game like this, maybe another tile placement game where I am moving relative to a specific token that I'm also moving around those tiles. I guess one common example of this is like dungeon crawler exploration style games where I'm moving a meeple onto a new card or tile. I would say that is somewhat similar to this. This is much more distilled than those styles of epic games. Yeah, that's Beacon Patrol.